So now that it's 2021, you may be thinking about starting a Depop shop or some sort of online shop, and you're thinking, should I really take the leap? Like, should I really take the time to create and make my own shop? And from my perspective, I would say yes. Specifically with Depop, people sell clothing from their own closet and they make money, just some money from that, and I think it's definitely worth creating the shop if you have some stuff in your own closet that doesn't require any extra money to make some extra cash. I think it's definitely worth it. However, if you're thinking about doing something bigger or growing an actual shop that's not just selling a few stuff that's in your closet, I think you should definitely take into consideration about the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm pretty much going to be asking like 3 questions, so hopefully you can kind of think about all of these things. And I just want to say that because of what I'm going to be talking about in this video, I don't want you to like just throw out your dreams out of the window of creating a Depop shop or whatever online shop. At the end of the day, it's all your choice, but I think it's definitely good to take different things into consideration. So that's my whole purpose of this video. I started off in high school with literally nothing, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna go into some stuff. Okay, so my first question is, do you have any ideas for the theme of your shop? Do you have some goals, some intentions, like reasons why you're creating the shop? And I know this kind of sounds like a duh type of question, but I think it's really good to know, like, do you have an idea, a vision of what your shop is going to look like? Are you going to go with a theme from a certain era in time? Because with Depop, they have different eras like 90s or 80s, 70s, and it's not like you have to stick with one thing, but it's definitely good to know generally like what your shop is going to be all about. And if you have that in mind, especially when new people find your shop, they want to know like what your shop is all about. Like, do you support sustainability? Are you donating a certain percentage for a cause? I think knowing about all of those things are very important before starting a shop. Okay, so the next thing is not really my favorite, but it's an important question, which is, are you willing to give up time and energy for your shop? Time and energy is such a huge thing, because going into it, I started my shop senior year of high school. Like, during school I was always on the app, constantly reloading, like during study hall, during lunch. Like, I always made room and time for it. I really was passionate about what I was like about my shop, so I was willing to give up energy, because running a Depop shop just takes so much energy and time, like taking pictures, buying the materials, buying the clothing, packaging, storing, cleaning, all of those things. Taking pictures is also, like, I don't want to say drains me, but it takes a lot of my energy, and I do enjoy doing it. However, I have to like be ready for it, and like I have to make sure that I pre-schedule time like in my agenda, like letting myself know like I'm gonna be taking pictures on this day, because it takes a while and a lot of my energy. Are you prepared? Like, do you realistically have time? And the reason why I'm also bringing this up is because honestly, in high school, I was more determined with giving up time and energy back then than now, because now that I'm in college, I have other things going on. I'm also looking for additionally like a part-time job. I just don't honestly, realistically have a lot of time to work on my shop, and that's why, I mean, I've grown a lot. I actually just hit 100 sales, but I could have hit probably a higher number if the effort I was putting into my shop senior year, if I put that effort in this whole time up to this point, I would probably have like higher sales and stuff, because honestly, realistically, recently I just couldn't work on my shop a lot, and I even tried to revive my shop. Like, if you've seen one of my older videos, I tried reviving my shop, and that was like really good for that short period of time, but afterwards, like realistically, I couldn't really keep growing it. I couldn't consistently grow my shop or make more money, because I just didn't put the time and energy into it. And you really gotta prioritize it. Like, if you're willing to give up your time and energy and prioritize, make plans in your agenda about working on your shop, that's something that you gotta do. I kind of lost my thought there, but Okay, so the last point, and not my favorite point also as well, but do you have a money plan? What I love about Depop is that you can start off selling stuff like literally in your room, so you don't actually have to have money like ready, saved up to actually start your shop. You are going to have some money saved up for like shipping, to buy materials and do shipping and stuff. But if you're trying to do something more than that, like reselling, and you need money to like buy materials, buy clothing and stuff like that, you need to have money saved up and you need to have a budget plan. When I started selling jewelry, and I actually don't have, like, I haven't sold a lot of jewelry pieces, but I have bought like beads and just equipment and materials to actually sell and make the jewelry and necklaces. Like, I need to know, like, okay, so how am I gonna budget my money with the materials so that I can still make profit? At the end of the day, you need to make sure that you're doing everything so that you can make profit for your shop, because that's what we're trying to do here. So those questions that I just asked are the main, just general points that I feel like you should ask yourself before like really jumping in starting a shop. Just from a viewer, like before I started my Depop shop, I just thought it would be so much fun, and it really was fun, but there was a lot more behind the scenes to it to really maintain and grow and make money from like a Depop shop. So I just wanted to like talk about this stuff, and I hope this was somewhat helpful if you're thinking about starting a shop. I just hope that this was helpful, and I really wish the best for all of you guys if you're thinking about starting a shop. I just think it's so much fun at the end of the day. Like, I'm so happy that I did start like senior year of high school. Yeah, I've almost been on Depop for almost 2 years now, and I've hit, just like I said before, I just hit 100 sales. So it's been an interesting ride, and there's been ups and downs. There's been times when I was selling a lot and I wasn't really selling, I wasn't really putting much effort into it, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys very soon in my next video.